Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the site reviews at our Yoast webinar today. Very nice to have you all here. We're going to do some site reviews. We're going to review some websites that you'll send in, and I'm sure there will be lots of fun things for you all to see and do. I'm going to switch to viewing us as the people that will be doing the review, so we can do a short introduction. So I'm gonna stop sharing this screen now and see you all in a bit. One sec. There we go. It's all new to us, so might be some hiccups here and there, but please forgive us. We'll just want to make sure that you have a good time here. Let's do a quick introduction. I'll start with myself. I'm Michiel. I'm the CEO of Yoast. I've been working here since 2012 and still enjoying this awesome ride we're having for the next 10 years to come. And thank you all very much for being here. Next, Judith.
Hi, I'm Judith, and I'm the team lead of the community team. And I started off at the review team when I started at Yoast 5 years ago. So I'm really looking forward to be a part of this panel. Enjoy this review. Annelieke.
Yes, hello, I'm Annelieke, and I've been working at Yoast for more than 6.5 years now. And I started as an SEO consultant and reviewed over 300 websites. And now I'm the lead of research and love data, looking at numbers and provide data for our UX team, for SEO, for conversion optimization. So still into the website. So I'm really looking forward to reviewing the websites we're gonna review today.
Last but not least.
Hi, I'm Thijs. I'm the CXO and partner at Yoast. I started at Yoast years and years ago in 2012 and then left and then came back last year. Done a lot of reviews as well in the past and now do all kinds of things related to product mostly. So I'm still deep into the website and SEO stuff. So hope you all enjoy.
Awesome. So that's us. What we're going to do today is just open up a couple of sites, review those, and just give you some handy pointers on UX, of course, in this case. And I'm sure you will see a lot of things that you recognize on your own website, or things that you think, I have an opinion on this. I have a question on this, so feel free to drop any questions anytime in the Q&A section of this Zoom webinar. Thank you so much. I will now share my screen with you and open up the first website that we have chosen to review. There we go. Yes. There we are. This is Pascal's website. It's a lifestyle network, as he states. There's a lot going on, but at this moment, not that much text, so I'll probably have to scroll down. One quick warning up front: when we're going over these websites, we might come over as a bit blunt or something like that, but that's just because we're doing this as we speak, and we're going over the website, just telling you what we see and what we would do different. First thing I would do different is see what's happening here. This is probably a website because I have to think about what it is for. It's your new lifestyle. I see success stories, and then there's this huge video. It's probably about no, it's not city marketing. Okay. At this point, I'll probably, oh, there we are. There's some text movement. I'll probably skip this video, Pascal, and focus on the text first. Freedom of choices, so something else is going on. Created this website to propose a classic way in thinking. Yes. Okay, so it's definitely not something about city marketing or so. It's a whole other ball game. First thing, in the text, I would definitely text align it on the right, on the left. That's a bit of an easier read, and then do not do the full screen width of text. For the human eye, 10 to 15 words is what people like on one line, and which you can easily process. So this is a bit too much. Same goes actually for the processing of all caps text, all caps if you're looking for a way out of your current, etc. I would definitely go with small caps and just do the uppercase on the places that you have to do them. So that's my first. A lot of movement. Next to that, I think I would do a bit less of this. Thijs, you want to say something?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of content stuff going on in the middle there, and I think that just the different sizes of the font and actually the different colors of the font don't really work well. You can't really see if you are a bit colorblind like I am. You probably can't see the difference between what are links and what aren't. So try to take that into account as well when you're writing these texts. Like, how will this come across? Will everyone actually see it? So if you underline these links, then you're probably fine. If you don't, then a lot of people might miss that. They can actually click those.
I'm still digesting what the website is about.
Yeah.
I think, because the one thing I always look for on the website is like something like a product page. So that would be probably your new lifestyle. I'm gonna click that now.
Yeah, there isn't a very clear call to action on the homepage. So when you enter the homepage, you're kind of lost. So what am I looking at? What is this homepage about? And what am I going to do next? Because I don't know by seeing the homepage.
So true.
So take these. And this is a general remark that I want to make, that if you try and go into the psyche of an actual visitor to your website when you look at your own website, because when someone comes in and has, you know, Googled for something related to lifestyle and stuff like that, they're probably looking for specific information about that, or looking to see what you've done in that specific area. A video of moving cars is then probably not the best way to go. It's just you want to tell these people, okay, so who are you? What is your opinion? What do you think? And this is all a lot. This is a lot to take in at once, and I'm afraid a lot of people will actually just see this and move back to the Google search results.
True. To add something to that, during, of course, a bit of preparation that we did, we came across this page as well, Pascal, and this page is actually telling me who you are. There's a lot of things that I want to know, because the website is about you and all the things you do. So this would actually be a nice text for the homepage as well. The homepage now goes back and forth between all kinds of sections. So it might be good to focus on this first and then convince people to click the rest. A lot of websites don't realize that the homepage is not for ranking or anything like that. It's more for welcoming the visitor and then guiding them to the really important, really interesting sections on your website. So I would do less of all this, and definitely less of the movement, and then focus on who am I, why is this website and this product important to me, and then make sure that you link and direct people to the proper sections on your website. Talking about proper sections on your website, the fact that this page looks a bit different and gives me a new cookie alert probably means this is not your website anymore. If you really want to achieve something with your website please be sure that your product pages are on your website as well, because this is just I was looking for the menu to go back, and then I realized, okay, it's not there because it's probably somewhere else. Everything that's on here can be on your website in your own words, because otherwise you're creating duplicate content. And then include the button. And if the button is on another website, please inform people that they're going somewhere else, so they know what's happening up front. To go back, I really have to push the back button.
Yep.
Success stories, that's your testimonials. The one thing, I like this a lot. I like testimonials a lot. I like video testimonials a lot because you actually can see the genuine people that are doing the review. I watched this one, the first one, really nice just to get into the experience that this person had. I really like the last one as well because it's really done professionally, but it does seem to trigger, and that's all the way at the end. I'm not sure I can. Yeah. This seems to be the product that is sold, and I can't make out the SFM anywhere on your website. So please explain a bit about that as well. Anyone else has something to say about this website? Because I can go on and on and on. That's no problem.
I think it's all about the SFM, and you really have to, search the website really well, or read the website really well in order to understand that it's about SFM. So yeah, if that's the goal, make sure the website reflects that.
Yep. And then add your own special sauce, so to say, just to make sure that people want to go there because of you and what you tell them. Blog is a great way to do that. In terms of user experience, the categories are actually quite prominent. But when I click, for instance, the Corona category page, there's just Corona and then the blog posts start, where the category page is actually really valuable for additional content to make Google understand why these posts are grouped together on this page. So I would definitely add like 200, 300 words introduction here to make sure that it's absolutely clear what is happening here, especially with all the rest of the categories that you have. Family is just a broad term. It might be good to, again, link that to your product.
Yeah. I think the general thing here is that you need to think about how you want to structure your website and what you want to convey on each page you're making. Right now, it seems it looks a bit cluttered and not too, if you'll excuse me, well thought out. I think it could use some more thought on what should the structure of your site be. What's the goal of your site? Do you want people to contact you, or do you actually want people to go to your new lifestyle page? What's the actual goal of your website? What are the goals of each page as well? So as soon as you have those clear in mind, you can actually make sure that the structure of the page and the structure of your site follows those goals. And that should make it a lot easier for users to understand what you're trying to do, and also much easier for them to understand whether they want to or not. And right now, I think a lot of people will leave being confused.
Yep. I definitely do like your story on the on everything you like on this page. What you write here is that is you, and that's what makes the website personal. I noticed the picture here. That should be on your homepage.
Yeah. I think it's actually time to slowly wrap up this one and see if we can move on to the next one.
For sure. Yes. I'm opening the next one, Pascal. I hope you have some nice pointers to get working on your website. We actually noticed that you did some work over the past couple of days. So that is awesome. Just keep working on your website and make it better with all the advice you just got from us. Good luck, and I'm going to open the next website, which is totally different. I'm going to close this one just for focus. Futons Online. This is a web shop. It's clearly a web shop. Nice. Oh, wait, this is a slider. I wanted to say nice picture, but I wrote the post on yoast.com about sliders. I'm not a fan of slider because it's just a one-time impression that you can make, and this is just going back and forth to different images. So my first thing on this page would definitely be to skip the slider and focus on the, for instance, this picture, because I like this picture. That also gives you one call to action on the page. I can't actually click this one, so it's not a call to action. It's information going back and forth. Make this a static image. This is not a menu. This is a menu. Again, the remarks that Thijs gave on the Pascal's website, the color contrast on these, the switch from dark, the black to green is not really visible for people with visual problems. So I would make that a proper menu. These are probably USPs, unique selling points, things you want people to see so you can convince them that you're the right website to buy stuff on. The green checks we use on our website are really common for that. So I would flip these to make the menu with a proper background, and then add checks before the USPs, and it's probably fine to leave them at that place, that spot. That's no problem. Anyone, any remarks regarding the phone number, for instance?
Yeah, I think it's great that you have your phone number on top of your website immediately reachable, and you can also just click it and call you. So that's a very good to have that. But people have habits, so just a small change. I would advise you to add your logo on the left and the telephone number on the right, for example. And one thing that I'm looking for, I don't know if you scroll down that we can find it, but I think the search option is just a really small icon on top. And especially for websites, I think it's important to have a prominent search option, because people will search for a specific product. Oh, I just said it, but I would advise you to make it a bigger button, for example.
Totally. I was actually scrolling down and searching for it, couldn't find it, and then thought, well, maybe it's on top, and then I find something that pops open. I would definitely, exactly as you said, put it over here instead of the open for business part. Make it really prominent on your website, and do not use something that you can collapse like this if you're not absolutely sure that your homepage is directing people to the right areas already. Very much true.
Yeah, and the same thing for this side as the one from Pascal goes for this one actually, is that there's so much happening here. There's not really, there are popular products and then discounted products and a lot of things happening at once. You have testimonials you can click to. So you kind of need to figure out what you want your homepage to be like. And I think that, especially on a web shop, your homepage should be about conveying what you are in general, what your company is about, and then help people to actually find the things they want to be finding. So have a prominent search bar, and have prominent categories as well. And these are all things that are more important than a slider. Even though images are important, those are only important once you get to a category and even a product page, because that's when people actually need to make a decision on what they want exactly. And everything before that is just a general inspection of what kind of company you are, whether you're trustworthy, especially online. This is very important to convey to users as soon as possible. And this is just, there's so much happening here, which none of which is actually bad, but because it's all at once, it's quite overwhelming.
Definitely.
Michiel, can you go to a product page?
Probably. Let me see.
Yeah, because something I immediately noticed was that green button that says free delivery mostly. And then I'm like all confused because is it free or not, or when is it free or when is it not? So yeah, if it's not exactly free or free for, well, this is just confusing.
I also can't click it. It looks like a button, but it's not a button.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. I would love some product images. Oh, this is the category. I'm still on a category page. I clicked 2 times, but I'm still on a category page. There's also some text not showing. I would definitely make sure that the design fits the content and not the other way around. I'm going to go to an actual product page.
And that category page is also very hard to use on a mobile phone. So you only see the text. You have to scroll outside of the text to see the products. So yeah, that's not very usable as well.
True. Loading.
Here's if you can actually click one of those colors underneath this is a fun thing as well, because these are clickable, but then they actually end up opening up the entire thing and the user can't go anywhere after that. So I'm all for, you know, making these things bigger once you click on them, so people can actually see what they're like, but not like this, because then people are basically gone from that page and have to go back to actually see what's going on. So if this could be in a model, a pop-up view, where you can actually see this one and still have your website in the background, that would be a lot better, in my opinion.
Note that in WordPress you have a ton of Lightbox plugins that you can actually just include, and then you click something like this and it will open up in a Lightbox which has the grayed out background and then the image in front, and you can just click that away or go to the next image in most cases. Ton of plugins that can help you do this.
Yeah. Can you actually click the free delivery drop down, Michiel? Because this was quite confusing to me as well. There's 2 options, and one of them is for me to call you, which is not really a delivery option. So I think you need to rethink how you're going to convey this to users, because this is apparently you have other options for delivery, which is obviously fine, but it's to convey this within a drop down is unexpected behavior for most users, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, just a small link. Call us for other options would be fine.
Yeah.
I also think that free delivery should not be an option here, but it should be just clear that it's UK mainland Monday to Friday, and that's it. This could be in your terms of service or something like that.
And that's a great USP, because with speaking of large furniture, you always pay delivery costs. So if it's free, well, that's
True.
amazing. Yeah.
I'm going to check my time because I think we're already in for quite some minutes. I'm not sure if we want to go to the next one already, or if someone has something else to say about this. One small thing, I would do the video as an extra and use a product image here. Just because it's easier. I'm not used to having this on my product image, and I want to be able to choose if I want to see that video. Something going wrong here, because I think these images should be aligned here. That might be a team option, which also goes for the huge select boxes you have here. It's an easy cascading style sheets setting that you can use to adjust this to fit it a bit more. Again, the left alignment of the words here is would be my preference.
Yeah, so just take a look at what the focus of every page should be. So what's the goal of every page? It's a product page. So what you want people to add stuff to the basket. So your drop downs need to be filled out, but then again, they can't be this wide because people won't be able to see the product as well as they probably want to. So think about what the goals are, what the flow is for each page, and make sure that you can actually see on the page what your goal is and what your flow is that you want people to follow. And right now that's quite unclear.
I'm going to take a quick question. For small service businesses, it's a good idea to place a short contact form on the homepage instead of linking to a contact page. That's actually the question. This would be in addition to including the phone number in multiple places on the homepage. I totally agree, but again, this is about how do you want people to reach you, and if your aim is to just have the web shop and have that as your main focus, the contact form could be a distraction instead of an extra. Agreed.
If you're a small service business, I think it's not a bad idea at all to have a short contact form on the homepage. If that's the main way for people to actually contact you or get in touch with you about your service, then yes, please do that on the homepage as well. This is not a problem at all.
So for all web shops, I think some great tips. Do something with your category pages. Make sure that the flow is right. No 2 clicks to a category page. We just get straight in there and then go to the product pages. Small extra question we got in, and then we're going to the next website. Would you put the social share buttons on every product page? What do you think?
It all depends on your social presence, really, I think. So for this to have any effect, you need to have quite a bit of quite a bit of following on social media. Yep. If those things are small, then don't waste your time focusing on that, and just spend your time making your product better, making your website better, so people will start following you, and after that you can worry about how people will share your things online.
I think it's well, you want people to click on the add to basket button and not on the social share button. So well, you can always test it with an A/B test to see if it has an effect on the number of clicks on your add to basket button. But I would say, yeah, maybe it's a bit more distracting. You want people to click on the add to basket button. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, that's actually right. I think if you added it to the checkout, that might make more sense, because then people already bought something.
Okay, we're going to go to the next one. And thank you for sending in that website, Futons Online. Coins Dive Adventures. We're running a bit out of time, so we're going to go a bit fast over this one. There's a lot going on. There's 2 searches actually, so that would be my first advice. Just pick one. And I think in this case, because I think we're selling tours and things to do here, I would definitely make the search bar the most prominent thing here, and then go into diving categories.
Yeah, so when talking about this website, I think the most important thing is focus. So what do you want people to actually see, and how do you want people to go to certain courses or tours or trips? Because at the moment it's just every page has so many choices that I just got overwhelmed on basically every page. So try to make it more focused, and think about a flow that people should go through. How should people end up to certain courses, to certain tours? Because yeah, now it's too much. So try to make every page a specific step in the journey that you want people to take.
I wanted to just make a note about this website. Of course, I did take a look already. I'm afraid of diving. So when I'm searching for a diving school, I would probably look for the reviews, because I want to know more about the people behind, what other people's experiences are. They are hard to find. I can tell you, Michiel, that you have to scroll down to the end of the page. And I think you do have a lot of great reviews with pictures, with stories that are worthwhile sharing. And so I would advise you to make that, give those a more prominent page. And if you scroll down, Michiel, you can see you can go to the page with the customer reviews. And I think this page should have a more prominent place, especially for your product and your services, because people can see here what other people have experienced by pictures, by stories. So I think reviews are very important as it comes to a service like diving lessons, where people want to feel that the trust. So that's one thing I really want to point out.
True, really true. And you have a ton of space to add just one at your homepage, some on your product pages, etc., etc. This is great content to convince people to go aboard with you. Nice, really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of good content on here. It's just that it needs more space to shine, really. There's so many great pictures and stories and content about what each tour is. Just give everything its own stage, really, because now it's just all kind of drowning, which is not a pun, but could be. But yeah, if everything you have on here just had its own stage, then this website could be really awesome, I think.
I do also want to point out some good things, because I really like the fact that I can see that there's a drop-down menu here, because that really helps dive into your website. So that's good. And then accompanied by the breadcrumbs that just makes it very clear where you are on the website. So that's good. That's also good to mention. Anyone else has something about this one? Because otherwise I'm going to go to the next one. Because actually the content on this one is really great, and there's a lot of things going for this website. Perhaps I would just frame the website a bit so it's not spread over the entire screen on some places and not on others.
Yeah, there's actually a question open about that, which I'll...
There we go.
Which says, this site does not want to use 100% width. Would it be better to use 100% width? In most cases, I don't think so, because screens are pretty wide these days. So 100% width is a lot of back and forth, really, with your eyes, with your neck, and your head. We usually use about 600 pixels wide on Yoast.com.
For content, just for content.
For content. Well, yeah, and the menu itself, it could be broader, obviously, but you don't fill out the actual 100% width with the menu. So yeah, it's you need to make sure that it's not all too wide. Your design can go wide, but not the content itself.
Just imagine these two columns on the sides would have gone away. That would really focus the website a lot more.
Yeah.
Thanks for that addition and that question. On to the next one, because you have a bunch of really nice websites to review, and we have 10 minutes left, so we're a bit in a hurry. No problem. First thing we thought, interior decorating, but it's a law firm.
Yep.
Yeah, a beautiful interior, by the way.
It is. It's an amazing photos.
Yeah.
Anything anyone wants to start with?
Well, as you said, the first one we thought was interior decorating, and it just goes to show that pictures aren't always the best way to convey what you want to convey, because obviously these pictures could be supportive to your message, but now because they're actually so pretty, and the whole decoration of the scene is so pretty. We almost think like we did not think this would be this would be lawyers. So yeah, try and take that into account, that you need to set the stage for your visitors and for your users in a way that actually tells them, okay, so these are lawyers in this case.
And I totally get that you want to have a warm and personal feel to your website, because I've seen a lot of lawyers' websites and they are all blue with white letters. They are cold, they are impersonal. So I really understand what you're trying to do here. And the images are very nice. I would love my office to look like that. But yeah, I think it would be good if people can immediately recognize that they are on the right website when searching for legal services or something like that. And now the first thing they see is a very beautiful image, but not really on topic. So perhaps you can figure something out with doing the pictures, but with more topical pictures than that. And oh yeah, you go, Judith.
Speaking of pictures, would you like to go to the contact page, Michiel?
Of course.
Because there's a big picture at the contact page as well. And I think if people want to contact you, they are already convinced to contact you. So they just need to get to your form quick and easy without too much noise around it. And I think you could just keep this page clear with just the form and the information that people need to have to contact you, and without all the clutter around it, because it's not necessary on this page and it can only distract people.
Very true, very true. Focus on the thing you want people to do on that page. And in this case, I would probably make it all white and do the online inquiry in the white space as well. So it's all together and people can easily find everything they need. I'm going to do one product page, probably. Again, on pages like this as well, and you have to scroll down the image to get where you want to be. I love all the images, but I'm just wondering, should they really be this big?
Yeah, and it needs more content. This is, yeah, too little content also for ranking purposes. If you want to rank in Google and other search engines, you need to write more about your services. And another thing I wondered when visiting this website was, how do you work? If I call you or email you, do you come by at my office, or do I have to come to your office, or is this an all online legal services office? I was kind of in the dark, and I found the answer on the homepage, but not on the services page or on the contact page, perhaps. So maybe you can make that more clear on your website. So how do people, if they contact you or if they are going to work with you, how does that look like?
Yep.
Yeah, and I just want to add a positive note that if I think that these are actually all quite small adjustments. I quite like this website in and of itself. If you can write just a bit more copy and try to maintain the focus of each page, I think you could really have a very, very nice, very really well working website, really. So yeah, I quite like this website. It's just that the focus needs to shift a bit more to what the business actually is.
We got time for a quick review of one website. I think I'm going to go with this one. Thank you so much, everybody at Eastfields. Thank you. Custom tiles. This is definitely a tile website. The images show that as well. Really nice. But again, with these centered content, I would definitely align it to the left. A lot going on this page. There's a menu on top.
Yeah.
Yes, we said this before. This is again not really very readable, legible for people that have like sight impairments or something like that. because it's white on a light gray background. So yeah, this needs to be and have more of a contrast.
Yep. I would also use some more white space at the top, because the menu is now stuck to the top of my browser. Add a proper logo. Use such great images. Add your logo as well. Yeah, so just give this some more space at the top, and then move to the text to the intro. Probably also skip the hard to read text on the images as well, because they're all over the website, right? Yeah. But this one is actually pretty good to read. My bad. But there were more really light images with the white text on it.
Yeah, and a lot of different fonts are used. So small and big and bold, and there's a lot to look at. And actually, I think there's more than one menu as well. Yeah. So I think focus is one of the things that counts for this website. Keep it with one menu, and make sure that's a clear menu, and guide your people through your website. And just a small point as well, on this website, the search option is even as on this site as well, a very small icon.
Yeah, we've seen this at a couple of websites now, that it's hard to maintain focus on every page. That's actually one of the hardest things to do, I think. So make sure that every page actually has a goal that you follow. I can't stress this enough, because your homepage is not to broadcast everything you have. It's to broadcast who you are. And every page should have its own goal like that. So every page should have a goal like, this is for me to push my products. This is for me to explain what we do. This is for me to explain what this category is about. And if you keep that in mind, you can actually make sure that you stay on focus on every page, instead of bringing more and more into it, which will just clutter the page and confuse people.
Yeah. And I was thinking about the Q&A from the other website with the, should I add the form to my homepage? This is probably a form you should add to your homepage if there's not an actual online shop on your website. In that case, you just want people to contact you ASAP, and then contact them. I would make this kind of like a call me back form, add that to the home page, have people call you, and then do the quotation afterwards, because this form is actually asking a lot of stuff where people have to think instead of just hit a button and have them call, have you call them instead, which makes the contact really easy.
It is an online web shop, because if you look at like
there is a shop in here.
Yeah, I saw somewhere like, yeah, maybe just try.
If you have a shop, make sure we can find it.
Yeah, it was when I was there, it was very confusing, because there are PayPal PayPal buttons that really redirect you to PayPal. You don't see any product images. There's some text about upload your image here or there, so it is printed on the tile. Mm-hmm. If it's a web shop, treat it more like a web shop, or else just make sure that people can find your contact page.
Yep. Okay, cool. Time is up, unfortunately. We had a blast going over all these websites. Thank you so very much for this. We're gonna go to Jono's talk next. Jono is gonna do a talk about using schema to build your brand and boost your authority, which is gonna be awesome. So definitely hang on and go to the next. I will now show you where it is. Thanks again, and see you at yoast.com.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.